実はな、クロン様が
僕みたいな弱小の霊児がクロン様に会うなんて、村長が県知事に会うようなものだぞ。
今から会いに行くのだ。出発するぞ。
The end of the episode. The end of the episode really cracked me up. Like, I had a really good laugh. I don't know why. Maybe it was in hindsight, it wasn't like that funny. But the moment where ours is just like, it's the village leader meeting like the provincial lord. He's like, it makes no sense. And he's like trying to get out of it and back up. And he's like, I need time to prepare. He's like, no, we're leaving right now. Like, I don't know why. It just hit all my funny bones. And like, it really cracked me up at the end of the episode. Overall, you know, here's the thing. I think episode number 9 was a really good episode. I think it really set up ours for, you know, what's to come, which is him kind of like Reese was saying, you know, like we're going to move up in the world, right? Like, so, you know, Reese was like, hey, like this is your chance to meet with the Lord and like gain more notoriety. This is your chance to get more, you know, to gain more flowers. This is your chance to move up in the world. And I really think it is. And I think that everything that ours was able to do, of course, he did it via people, but like if you guys have worked anywhere ever, you know that a manager or a very high-ranking person, their job isn't necessarily to get in the weeds. It's to be able to manage people who have a lot of different skill sets, and that's their skill set, is to be able to manage people who have a variety of skills and use them to the best of their ability in the right place. So that's really what ours is doing, is he's using his really good managerial skills, right? He uses REITs, he uses the whatever, I forget what the kid's name is, whatever, I think it starts with R too, but he uses the kid as, you know, his knowledge, you know, he uses the mercenaries to go and gain some advantage here, but he's using all the different people in his entourage and in his set to be able to kind of move forward these different agendas and different things, and those people are able to, you know, translate to him the information he needs to know to go and convey it and then make decisions. And really, that's what a good leader does, is they're not the most skilled end-all be-all. You know, in rare cases, those folks do exist, but it's more or less to be able to surround themselves by a lot of really intelligent, skilled people and have the intelligence and mindset to be able to use them and utilize them in the appropriate ways. So I like how this set up ours for a good learning lesson, this set up ours for success, and this set up ours for what's to come. So I really did enjoy that. Now, the one thing I did want to point out about this episode is I can't not talk about the elephant in the room, which is I do think we skipped over a lot of stuff this episode. Now, everything did, you know, get buttoned up and get folded really nicely for us and got presented to us with ours being able to get the person from the other domain and have them tag along with him. And then, you know, that person go and convince this pariah person or pariah lord, you know. But I did feel like we skipped over a lot of content. Now, I don't think that's the fault of the studio mother or whatever it is that they're called. The reality is we're 9 episodes in, and at this point we have 10, 11, 12. So we have 3 episodes left to really button up the season. So it's pretty understandable that we would be skipping over a lot of stuff, you know, or stuff is getting really compact. And I wouldn't be remiss if someone were to tell me like, oh yeah, we skipped over a few chapters this episode about what happened. I just kind of get that feeling. It kind of gnaws at me, based on everything that occurred this episode, that there was a lot of content that was kind of fast forwarded a bit to get us to the end where it's ours going to go and meet this lord. Now, if anybody in here is familiar with the source material, you know, definitely let me know in the comments below. But that's just a feeling that I got, is kind of we skipped over quite a bit of stuff for storytelling purposes, for anime purposes. But I still think what we got here was pretty good. I like the way that ours dealt with the mercenary group. I like the way that the mercenary person was like, don't pay me. This is just the beginning of our relationship. So I like how that started their relationship. I like how he took that information to the Lord, and they figured out that the seal was a dupe, was a forgery. I like how they were able to put a plan together to take that to the Lord that, of Masa or whatever it was. I like how the Lord was so passionate. He's like, I'm going to tag along. And I like that ours was forgiving to the Lord of Pariah or whatever. And that'll probably spark a relationship there because they have some goods in those explosive materials that could really help ours out in the future, considering he has his one mage, but that's not his territory specialty. So it all really made sense, and I really enjoyed the episode. Like, I have to tell you, I was engaged. I was entertained throughout the whole episode, and then it ended with a big funny for me. Like, I had a really good, a good laugh. And I thought that was a really cool moment at the end of the episode. Next week too, we had a little preview at the end of the episode where we got to see ours getting kind of like set up for, to go meet the Lord, and we got like a little preview for next week. So that's gonna be pretty cool as well too. So looking forward to all of that. So anyways, let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comments below. Easy 8 out of 10. Very enjoyable episode. Not going to oversell it and say it was like the best thing ever, but it was a good episode. So 8 out of 10 this week. Very nice episode. Very enjoyable. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Again, for those familiar with Source, let me know what you guys are thinking in the below about pacing and stuff. And for everybody else, look forward to seeing your comments. All right, my friends, I'm going to see you guys next week for episode number 10. All right, peace.